Igbo haters, come close. This man have broken your table.
The average Igbo businessman understands the concept of delayed gratification.
Now watch this video to the end and help me share it. You're welcome back again. This is Toby VI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. Before now, there had been this narrative from different parts of this country called Nigeria. Their animosity against the Igbos and why they hate them so much.
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on. Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the north solely with northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or a permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a northerner first, a northerner first, a northerner first. If you can't get a northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract.
Even our parents, wow, tell us, Igbo. Nigeria has an Igbo problem. There is a secret memo in government that whenever we want to take charge in this country, be careful of the Igbo. Don't give them position.
We are lazy because they say we are the ones that read. So an average person in Yoruba land will be educated because we like books. But when you see an Igbo guy, you better be ready, because this guy is trained like an Israeli. Everything is pressure. They don't play. You open your shop at 7, an Igbo guy has opened at 5. You take your own to 5, the guy will give you 4:30.
There are still plenty of Nigerians who say that the Igbos are much too clever for anybody's good. That's really the reason they fought them during the war, to teach them a lesson, to show them they could neither expect to dominate Nigeria nor set up a country on their own. There's a Nigerian joke that says that the very word Igbo stands for I before others. Certainly the Igbos are competitive and aggressive. The merest look round the market here tells you that. But these are the very qualities they need to recover from the war. No one who was in Biafra during the fighting can doubt the Igbos' ingenuity, their sheer ability to get things done. The Commissioner for Economic Development here says the Igbos can't really expect to be like the Germans and Japanese, to emerge even more prosperous from the ashes of war. All the same, it could happen. It's already said that the Igbos will reach their pre-war level of economic activity by the end of next year. So though they may be down, the Igbos are definitely not out.
Now, if you have had this narrative before, I thank God a Yoruba young guy had come up to shatter that table for you. Listen to this.
The average Igbo businessman understands the concept of delayed gratification. First and foremost, the system that got them into business was one of delayed gratification. Having gone through a business incubation system where they were Unwa boys and had to patiently wait till they owned their own. Patience as a virtue was what honed in them bit by bit. And so when they eventually owned their own, they maintained the same attitude. And that's why the Igbo man can have 300 million naira in his account and still be acting like a broke man. He will still be in front of his shop eating abacha that his container is probably on the high sea and is doing in sales revenue of about 50 million naira per week. And whether you like it or not, many times these things actually have cultural implications. Because for example, I'm Yoruba and I must say that it's not really something as rampant with us as it is with the Igbo people. So I respect them for that. I remember a man who had a small shop around Mandelas. I used to buy shirts and suits from him for about 6,000 naira back then in 2014 when I was doing my IT at Nigeria Insurance. Now, a couple of years down the line, this man moved from that small shop to a massive plaza. He was incubating his business, not building a new house, and before we knew it, the business literally exploded. He did not buy a car for himself back then when he could have. Instead, he waited patiently. Today, he can afford to buy a car for himself every month if he wishes, because he's a bona fide billionaire. There's a lot to learn from my Igbo businessman, and delayed gratification is number one.
Good. Now you can see you are just hating the Igbos at your own detriment. The worst you can do is to eat your flesh. But as far as an Igbo man is concerned, he will definitely continue to surge on. You can't stop him. This is what makes Igbo stick. But I want to let my people know, we are fast living that very thing that makes us stick, that makes us an envy of the entire world. Talking about apprenticeship, talking about Eba boy, this issue, this cankerworm, this disaster that has befallen us in the name of Yahoo Yahoo, and our young chaps are pursuing after it, is the final doom for our people if care is not taken. And that is why it is important every one of us join in this campaign for good governance, because that is the only thing that can, change the narrative as it is heading towards serious disaster. And I thank God Soludo is going in that line. I just hope that the rest of other governors will start pushing towards that direction to save the future of Igbo. And also modernize Eba boy, legislate a law, enact a law that will regulate Eba boy and make it more attractive. Government should come in if they know the importance of this very Eba boy of a thing. I'm telling you honestly, there is no business university in the world that is bigger than it. There is no makers of billionaires than this Institute of Eba boy.
I'm gonna shock one of my boy. Today is supposed to be his settlement day, but he's not awake. Junior, yeah? So as you can see, he's here. He's a good guy. He doesn't play with his jobs. He will even go extra mile to make sure that the company satisfies customers to their needs. Mmadụ one ka na-eme ya kịta. Enweghịzi onye na-ekwe ịgbapụ ya. Onye ọbụla chọziri ego mbute. So, Junior, how many years can you serve?
7 years and
7 years and?
yes, sir.
Can you shop on K-Chok and where settle again? In Lagos? Junior, the one you come and deserve for ya. At least say no Lagos, in wiki didn't look like way here. Can I say my doors, my ties? So, it deserve for ya today. I am going to settle you with 15 million naira. Mana, na wagebo. Badokwanya, like you have always been. Hey, what I go? Is going back. Use
Apprenticeship. If we lose it, we are gone for good. And that is just why I'm making this video. Please help me escalate this video. Make sure you continue supporting the campaign and crusade of GGM for good governance, so that the government of our homeland, especially the south of the southeast, that of the southeast, should create opportunities for young people, to discourage any form of instantaneous wealth in any form or shape. Come hard on it if there is hope for our survival as Igbo. Because if we let go that which is our strength, will be tied in Igbo, we are gone for good. I just say, let me deliver this message, and I hope you help me escalate it by sharing it to all Igbo platforms and all Igbo political organizations, especially where you have our so-called political leaders all put together in a platform or forum. Let them get this message. It's important. I'm also Jared Peters, the advocate for good governance. Bye-bye for now. GGN, uniting the people for good governance.